Here on BCAM TV as Braintree and Walpole taking the field here on a drizzly afternoon here at Braintree High School. Opening shot going just wide of the Braintree goal as the Womps come in off of a thrilling win on senior night. And this will be an important game on Braintree's schedule against one of the top teams in the whole state, which Braintree has lost to already here this season. That was down at Walpole. So we'll have an opportunity here for Wolves as Braintree able to, and not able to clear. Minute and a half, 15-minute quarter. This is worked in the middle of the field. Going to be on their toes as the backhanded shot and it's kicked out. A save made. And with the stop, and she's going to be busy here in this. Going to try and take as many shots as possible, and obviously defense is going to today for Braintree as well. Eliminate those opportunities. The Sun tries to make here at Braintree High School. And we're going to make it over midfield, but defense able to keep it in on the side of the field. Braintree cannot clear. Now the shot taken, and it finds its way home on a redirection in front for the game's first goal. Here with 12:55 to go in the first, as Walpole scores first here on the road. Far side it goes off of the face-off, and Braintree comes away with possession for the first time here on the Walpole side of the field as it's knocked away off the attempted hit by Braintree. Braintree's going to be very busy here defensively in this game. Let's work to the far side. And now up the field, another opportunity for the visitors as Braintree is able to clear. Not fully, as the backhanded pass right back towards the goal. As they continue to work on the backhand, Braintree trying to clear, and they're able to do it to the far side. Cleared out by Birchill, as it'll be another possession right at the top of the semicircle. 11:45 to go here in the first quarter. One nothing lead for Walpole. Scored about 2 minutes and change in. As Braintree trying to get it up to Marston, who bumped off the ball, and then it hit the back of the foot of Lee, which will give possession back to Walpole. Trying to work it into the Braintree end now as that one hit a foot of a Braintree player, and play continues. And up the field now Woods. A lot of jerseys back there for Walpole. Braintree had everybody packed in deep. And now down the sideline it goes as Woods fires it towards the goal. And the goalie continuing to let it go, and then at the last second kicking it to the sideline right in front of Lee. Braintree off of the hit goes off the outside of the goal, and the shot goes wide. So Braintree trying to keep them pinned in here on their own side of the field. As we played close to 5 minutes here into this opening quarter, and a 1-0 lead for Walpole here on the road. They got a good bounce on that first goal. Braintree's able to intercept, and now it's Marston. As Marston works to the far side, just out of the reach of Woods. They can't connect on the pass. And now deep in the Walpole end, they send it all the way to the far side and send it out of bounds, which will allow Braintree to work it on this side of the field. You don't generally see that type of play, but obviously taking their opportunities. Far side of the field now. Whistle going in Braintree's favor. Here over midfield as the pass from Burchill on target for Marston as that one deflects off a stick. And now Braintree using the sideline. Knocked off a Braintree stick and battling for it now. As it's kept alive by the play McLaughlin. And Walpole able to steal it. Working it now down to the far side. Braintree on the backhand will just feed it out of bounds. Whistle going on Walpole, and Braintree will continue it up the field. Ball about 30 yards up the field now, as Braintree will try and pound it up the field. Slowed down by the last line of defense, and now kept free for the play of Lee, which Braintree will have to restart. Braintree goes short with it. Finds its way past a player. And a push going to be called against Walpole, which will keep Braintree with the ball. 7.5 remaining here in the first quarter as the Womps down 1-0. The rain continues to fall down very slowly, but annoying enough to obviously cause everybody to have an umbrella. Just can't get a nice afternoon, it seems like, here this week. Every day it's rained. Down the far side of the field now. As we continue our live stream broadcast here of varsity field hockey, Braintree and Walpole, and the Timberwolves trying to take advantage in front of the goal. Braintree with an initial stop and a second, and they're very fortunate to keep that one out. A couple of nice plays, not only by the Braintree goalie, but as the defense was able to clear that one. And now Braintree has to be careful not to allow a goal right after a big save. As the shot is taken, it is directed in front, still loose in between the legs of the goalie, who's still down. Corcoran trying to get back in the cage, and Braintree able to find the ball and send it up the side. So some pretty aggressive play in goal, going all the way down onto the ground to try and make a split save. Using those pads to her advantage. Braintree's able to take it away, and Marston trying to feed Lee, as Woods now will take the free hit, actually hand it back, and Burchill will take it. Braintree looks to the far side of the field, looking for Woods, as it's a little bit behind her, and whistle going against Braintree. So 5:45 left here in the first quarter, as Braintree trails 1-0. Far side, Braintree sends this one. And another whistle going in Braintree's favor. See if they can finally take advantage here. This will be a penalty corner. First of the game by either team. And Braintree with their best chance of the game on offense. Players ready. Braintree set to take it. As Woods slides it across up top for Burchill. Looking for the shot, takes the fake and catches a piece of her foot, unfortunately. And that'll take away the chance. And Braintree obviously did not get a shot off, which you'd really love to have there in that spot in the field. Braintree's able to steal. And now Marston to the far side for Woods. Who has a player right on her. Trying to work it to the far side and just out of the reach of Diuti as the ball goes out of bounds off of Walpole. So just 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. As Braintree has had a much better end to this first quarter. As play continues, again giving up a goal about 2 minutes and 15 seconds in to this first quarter. Braintree did. That's the only score of this game. Walpole, a very difficult team to score against, and they can score a lot of goals, but Braintree has been able to find the back of the goal quite a bit here this season as well, and they've played a lot of low-scoring games. So those are the recipes for Braintree that they have played with all season. Sent back towards the goal and wide. At the midfield mark, it is taken away by Walpole. They try and feed it across on the centering pass and goes wide again. 2:45 left here in the opening quarter. And Braintree will escape with it. It's Burchill. We'll try and pound this one down the field, and it goes out of bounds all the way down the other end. So Braintree looking to force a passing mistake here with just over 2 minutes left. Walpole will have to try and clear from their own end, and Braintree looking to pin them here in deep. They try and use the perimeter, and it does find its way past a Braintree stick down the sideline, and Lee with a nice play defensively, able to rake that one away as Braintree continues to play hard here in this opening quarter as it goes out of bounds on the far side, and Braintree will have another touch here with 100 seconds left in the first quarter. Free for Lee as Marston can't get that next touch. And now on the far side, it's Summers trying to track it back. As it goes and remains in bounds on the sideline. But then Braintree gets it right back. As Lee able to control the pass and has it taken away. But another whistle going against the visitors. Final minute now here of the opening quarters. Braintree looking to strike here late. They did that in the last game against Natick, where they scored with just 40 seconds left. And Braintree's going to need something, but they got to get the ball back. Marston able to get a piece of that one, continuing to get in the passing lane. That one goes out of bounds, and Braintree will take over here with the half minute to go. As McLaughlin trying to work it down the sideline, it was slowed down, and Braintree called for the whistle. As the final 20 seconds now coming off the clock here at Braintree High School, here on the side turf. As play continues, they try and make a centering pass. Braintree trying to clear it, and it goes wide, and that's going to drain some precious time here in the first quarter. And that will just about do it, as Braintree in no hurry now with just a couple seconds left, and the first quarter comes to a close here at Braintree High School, and the Womps trail by 1 after 1. Pretty good first 15 minutes here for Braintree. They were able to battle after giving up a goal about 2 and change into the first quarter, but they'll have some time to regroup a bit and try and fix things here as the second quarter begins after a quick break here on BCAM TV. 1-0 Walpole. Welcome back here to Braintree High School, start of the second quarter. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV in a 1-0 game in favor of Walpole. Rain slowing down, and looks like it may stop as this first half nears an end. Going against Braintree. At 45 seconds in, Walpole playing it all the way to the sideline. Braintree plays it on the sideline. Diuti over as Braintree looks to clear, cannot. Continuing to work it up the sideline is Diuti as the ball is still in bounce. And now the ball worked to the middle of the field, where Woods tries to smack it away. And now it's the play of the defense now being put to test. Going back with it to work it down the sideline. Just shy of midfield now with no Braintree players in the vicinity. Walpole continuing to possess, but nothing dangerous towards the goal yet. Braintree looking to clear. Finding Marston, trying to get it ahead for Lee, could not. Braintree's always going to have a number disadvantage as Walpole continues to have at least 2 to 3 players back at all times, taking away what could be any opportunity going back the other way, as this one is booted out by the Braintree goalie. And the shot goes wide, nobody able to get a piece. And with 12:45 to go in the first half, Braintree will take back over. Work to the perimeter. Braintree has played hard here in this first half to hold a very potent offense. Just the one goal that was scored a couple minutes into the first quarter. See if Braintree can get one. In the middle of the field now. And a whistle going against Walpole. Braintree will take over just inside the 40 or so here on the turf field. Braintree carries it, and the stick handling getting past a couple players, but then it is knocked away at the last second. Couple quick passes on the far side. Braintree called for that one hitting the foot. Walpole taking back over. That is work down the sideline. Trying to get a stick on that one. And now the backhanded opportunity as Braintree keeps it on the outside again. Marston, the play right on her, and goes right over the stick. Nice little aerial route as the pass and shot going wide. All in the same process. Looked like it was a pass, but obviously ends up being just wide of the goal anyway. Kerry works it back to midfield as Braintree keeping the stick down and Diuti able to steal it. Trying to use her backhand and doing a nice job here on the defense as works it through the defense's leg. Clearing attempt did not work. Now it does, down the far side, and that's going to go out of bounds in Braintree's favor with 10 minutes left here in the first half. That one pinballs back over at midfield. And down the sideline it goes, and out again. The ball will be moved all the way up to around the 40-yard line or so here on the turf field, where Braintree will have the out-of-bounds hit with 9.5 left in the second quarter. Back in midfield, slowed down by the play of Kerry, dribbling it up the field and going right after her own pass. Ball is loose. The defense having some trouble with it. And Braintree will get the ball back. So see if they can capitalize here with 9 minutes left here in the second quarter. Opportunity here for Burchill to direct this one in on goal. Hit a Braintree stick and did not go very far. And it's trapped down nicely. Nice work by Burchill. Looking to use the middle of the field, and it does find its way to Kerry. Kerry cannot push the pass across as Joyce was open on the far side. And now on the far side it is worked out of bounds. A pretty quick moving first half. The drizzle continues to come down, but doesn't seem to have much of an effect here on this game to this point, as Braintree now works it up the field. It's Diuti with Marston up ahead of her. And that is going to continue in Braintree's favor. Braintree plays it back to the play of Kerry, who fanned on the clearing attempt. And it's going to be a whistle against Braintree. Probably a smart play, though, by Kerry to slow down the rush up the field. Obviously, you don't want to give away possession, but a dangerous swing, and Braintree will take back over. Braintree called for hitting the ball into the player. Takes a lot to get in the way. Certainly not a giving ball. Certainly got some weight to it. With 7 minutes left, Braintree on the sideline. Curran will replay this on the perimeter. Ball must have still been moving when the ball was hit the first time. On the backhanded feed, the ball goes out of bounds off of Braintree. 6.5 left here in the first half as Walpole trying to take advantage here on the ball up top. Working it through a maze of players. Braintree gets a stick on it and sending it to the sideline. Diutis, who had a couple of good clearing attempts early in this game, not able to get it ahead for Marston, who was open. Walpole is subbing on the fly. 5:50 left as that one hit high on the Braintree foot. It deflects in front of the goal, and the shot finds its way in as Walpole finds their second of the half. And you can see that one was coming after the deflection. Found its open space, and a goal in each of the first 2 quarters now. So the Wamps playing a couple of goals down for the first time in this game with 5:40 left. As it's worked to the far side of the field. Braintree has certainly been able to withstand some of the opportunities here in this game, but just haven't been able to get enough quality looks on offense yet. And obviously, when they're playing so far in their own ends, it's very difficult to score. But Walpole, obviously, a team that can score in the blink of an eye, so got to play defense first. A nice block by Burchill, who sends it up the field, and now it's Marston, as Marston will continue up the field, and unfortunately it hit her foot. That would have been a breakaway. Walpole gets a big break there. That would have been a break up the field. Braintree's best opportunity. To the far side it goes. Four and a half remaining as Braintree tries to find the player on the far side, Woods. And on the perimeter, it'll be a Braintree ball. So the Wamps trying to make something happen here before halftime. Down 2.
Right there, 3. On the black.
And Braintree with nothing this time. So played high in the air as Joyce trying to play it out of the air, and does. Just 3:40 left as Braintree on the backhand. Trying to get it ahead from Marston, and the pass a little bit behind. And now Marston trying to get back in to slow it down and called for the whistle. Just 3:20 left here in the first half. Again, a goal in each of the first 2 quarters to this point for Walpole as they lead 2-0 here at Braintree High School. As the shot goes wide of the goal and last touched by Braintree. Braintree certainly cannot afford to give up another one here in this first half and try and find one. Far side of the field where it'll be worked up by Woods. Just 2.5 left. Braintree had the ball momentarily at midfield, but it's taken away. And Walpole bringing it back in the opposite direction. Trying to cut it back. Past the defense now of Joyce. Who gets that stick in there. Slows down the opportunity, losing the stick in the process. As Braintree now with it. And some space. Woods, self pass. Braintree with a 2-on-2 opportunity. Here comes Woods. Still continuing with the ball. Because it's played out of bounds. Final minute 50 here of the opening half. As it hit the Braintree foot. Braintree needs to get that ball back if they want to have a chance to score before the end of the half. Birchill takes it away. A lot of players on the far side of this field. Braintree would do well to work it across. As that one is slowed down. And up the sideline it goes, where it's kept in bounds. And Lee now looking to challenge on defense with 1:15 left. Lee gets the first hit on the ball. And it will be a whistle here with a minute left. Braintree will look to clear. Still some time left, but not much. As Braintree just pounds it down the field, and that's going to go well out of bounds. And Walpole really in no rush here as they have the ball deep in their own end with just 40 seconds left. 2-0 lead. As the ball deflects here to the sideline, and it goes out again. There's just 25 seconds left. Clock continuing to run here with 15 left. Braintree's able to steal it here in the final 5 seconds now. As Walpole just going to dribble out the clock. And the first half will come to an end here at Braintree High School. A 2-0 lead for Walpole after 30 minutes of action here at Braintree High School. And a goal in each of the first 2 quarters as Braintree trails 2-0. As we'll take a 5-minute break in between halves and bring you back the start of the third quarter with Braintree down 2-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Braintree High School, getting ready to begin the third quarter in a 2-0 game in favor of the visitors from Walpole. Mike also bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as we continue our live stream broadcast here of varsity field hockey. Played to the outside, has worked down the sideline now. So we'll see what type of adjustments Braintree is able to make at halftime, see if they can start working the ball up the field a little bit more and get some shots off. Had one penalty corner that they were not able to convert on back in the first half. Woods continuing to have an active stick. This play continues down the sideline and some open space now. As it passes a little bit too far for the intended target. Now the middle of the field being used and a 2-on-1 developing as the defense going to be put to test. Braintree looks to clear it. Cannot get a clear yet, as that one's deflected a couple times, and now on the far side it goes. Shot that goes high into the midsection of Kerry, and Braintree will get the ball back. Ball loose, where Braintree is able to play it down the sideline as the two sides have their sticks tangled up, and the call goes in Braintree's favor in front of the Walpole bench. We've played about a minute and a half into this third quarter. And Walpole has scored a goal in each of the first two quarters. Braintree with nothing yet, and they will get the ball back. Curran with some strong defense. Trying to use the middle of the field now on the crossing attempt. Ball still loose. And a penalty corner coming. So Walpole, who's not had many opportunities off of these in this game, will get an opportunity to try and extend a 2-0 lead. Middle of the field, and the shot's shot wide. And Braintree will get it back. Braintree played down 1-0 in the last game against Natick, but now down 2-0 here in this second half. The ball goes out of bounds. Goes out of bounds again, and Braintree gets the ball back. Going to the far side. Both teams continue to use the perimeter, which obviously is a smart play. Obviously a difficult play to make, but if it does work, now you have some open space going up the field. All the way back to the defense. Gets past the stick, and Braintree with two players on as it's played to the perimeter and out of bounds. So Braintree has him pinned in here as we've played now just over 4 minutes into this third quarter. So Braintree down a couple. As Birchill now going to the backhand. Doesn't get much on the pass as it spins free for Lee, who ricochets this one towards the goal and is cleared back out. As it's on the sideline, and the ball is still in play as Braintree takes it away. Lee now trying to get the pass across, and Braintree fanning on this attempt. As Braintree able to steal it. Birchill finds Lee. Middle of the field open. Braintree sends it towards the goal, looking for Summers, find its way to goal, and Summers could have had a chance to put a stick on that one. as it got past the defense. So Braintree will have the ball just outside the circle. With 10 minutes left here in the third. So Braintree having a great opportunity here to cut into this 2-0 deficit. But the dribbling taken right off the stick of Burchill. And down the far side, it is Braintree, McLaughlin getting the return pass as they play a little give and go with Curran. Getting a stick on that one is Burchill. And on the far side looking for a cross. So now is sent into the middle. And it gets a penalty corner here for the Timberwolves. Really nice warm temperatures as the rain has stopped, but conditions pretty good here on the fields as they play on turf. As the shot taken, still loose, and Braintree is able to clear it. Nice job by the defense as well as the Braintree goalie. Corcoran able to keep that one out. And now trying to work it up the field is Lee, as Walpole had a handful of players in, and now it's taken away by Woods. Sends this one up the field as Braintree trying to get this one in on goal, and is kicked out by the goalie. So Braintree will have a chance here in the far corner. As Woods sends it right across, the defense able to clear back to the sideline again. As Braintree has him pinned in again, trying to get one. Far side of the field, it's Woods. Slides it across for Burchill. Burchill winds and fires, and the shot goes just wide as Summers got a stick on it and could not deflect it in. So good opportunity there for Braintree, just a little bit wide of the goal. Trying to go to that far post. Marston got a stick on that to slow it down. As the ball is out of bounds, and it will be Braintree possession on the far side of the field. Past the halfway point here of this third quarter. Braintree down 2. And the centering pass by Lee is blocked. Cleared back up the field and slowed down by McLaughlin, who has a player right in her face. As the ball will be at midfield. And Walpole will play it up with 6.5 left in this third quarter. Leading 2-0 as a wild swing and a miss, and Braintree will take back over. Second time we've seen that here in this game. Braintree not getting much on that either. So both sides trying to make a hard hit, and neither side making good contact. Burchill's able to read that one out of the air and take it down. Braintree called for a push, really didn't see much contact there. Kept alive and sent towards midfield, where Walpole's able to slow it down and work it to the sideline. Some space open. That one hit the foot, and Braintree will take back over. trying to use the middle of the field as the pass originally was blocked. And staying with it is Joyce. Joyce trying to get it down the sideline as Woods trying to get a stick on it. And Braintree gets possession. Just under 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. As Braintree has battled hard in this third quarter, still have not found one yet. Probably been the better team in this third quarter, but have not translated to a goal yet. Very evenly matched, really for the most part, game. Walpole has definitely had the better opportunities, but Braintree's played right with them through just over 2.5 quarters. On the sideline, Curran will watch this one go out of bounds. Braintree will take over as the substitution made at midfield. As Dayuti, who had a really good first half, getting onto the field for Braintree for Summers. As they pass it across, and now Walpole working into the Braintree end, jumping over the intended pass, not to slow down the rush, as no contact was made with the Braintree foot. And now it's Woods. Braintree trying to use the middle, and Lee cannot clear it. And Braintree gets a free clear. That one hit a foot. So just 3.5 remaining here in the third quarter. As Braintree tries to stick handle down the sideline. Trying to go between the legs of the defense, and Braintree will keep it. Looking for something to do here. Kerry is open in the middle, but it'll be tough to get it there. It's worked out of bounds, and it will be a Walpole hit at midfield. That one hit a Walpole foot, which Braintree will take back over with 2:45 left here in the third. As Woods again able to rake that one out, and Marston hasn't had a ton of touches here in this third quarter. Watches it go out of bounds, but it will be Braintree possession. Got to make something happen here as Braintree has the ball again, pinned in deep. Middle of the field, just past the stick of Joyce, bounced up and hit a Walpole, actually a Braintree leg. On the far side, long run here for Kerry, and it's going to roll out of bounds, and Braintree will take back over with just over 2 minutes left. Trying to get one before the end of this third quarter. Played high up and over everybody as the defense of Curran playing it on the sideline. Nobody coming to it. And Braintree still playing it to the sideline. Dangerous play now as the Womps able to clear it to the sideline. Joyce kept it out of harm's way. Middle of the field. Final 90 seconds now of this third quarter. Have not seen a goal yet in this third quarter. Just 2 goals in the game, both by Walpole. Sent across, and Braintree is able to clear it to the far side where Kerry will send it to the perimeter and out of the reach of Dayuti. It's the final minute coming off the clock here. It's been an entertaining game. Braintree's hung in here, but right now needing at least 2 goals to tie this one as the ball hits a player, and Braintree will take back over with 40 seconds left. Played up the field, and it is slowed down by the defense as Dayuti getting a stick on it. And it will continue up the field now in favor of Walpole before Braintree steals it. Burchill able to dribble past one defender and sends it all the way up the goal, or up the field, looking for a Braintree shot. As Woods digging away at it, able to steal it. Woods trying to feed it across, and it hit a player. As Braintree has to hurry here, just 10 seconds left, they better move. Just a few seconds left, and the clock running out here in this third quarter, unfortunately, for Braintree, as Walpole catches a big break here at the end of the third. That Braintree can't get a shot off right at the end, and after 45 minutes of action here at Braintree High School, a 2-0 lead. All 2 goals scored in the first half as we head to the fourth and final 15 minutes of this ball game. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Braintree High School here, entering the final 15 minutes of action. Mike Walser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV in what is a 2-0 game, as Walpole leading. As Braintree trying to get one here early in this fourth quarter and make this very interesting down the stretch. This is basically where Braintree had it as the third quarter ended. Braintree with a couple of unique looks, and the shot goes just wide as Lee sent it just wide of the goal. A couple of shots that Braintree have taken here in the second half that have gone just wide. And it's played to the perimeter down the sideline, and that bounced off the foot, and Braintree will get it back. Middle of the field. Lee trying to rake it free. Joyce sending it towards the goal. Marston getting a touch on it. Marston still looking to make a play. Summers in front and can't get the shot off. Now Joyce sends it to the far side. Marston, and just sent wide as Braintree still with it. And digging it off the goalie. And Braintree will keep it. Good flurry of chances here to begin this fourth quarter as Braintree tries to cut the lead in half. So penalty corner opportunity as Braintree with a strike here would really give themselves a great opportunity to come back. Tough to get to, but very tough team to beat. Set up, and Birchill does not make any contact, and Braintree this time has to give it away. That one's deflects, and it is picked up by Braintree here on the sideline. Joyce finds Lee. Lee sends it to the middle of the field, looking for Woods. Woods takes it away. Sends it towards the goal as Marston and Summers getting a piece. And it's sent wide. Marston takes a shot. Here is Summers. Summers shoots and is kicked out. And Braintree in a shooting gallery right now. Still trying to get one by the goalie. Braintree certainly not going away quietly. Down the sideline. And on the backhand, it's fed all the way down the field as that'll go out of bounds to Braintree. Just over 12 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Braintree down 2 goals. Takes a deflection. That's in the middle of the field now. As the visitors try and work it down the sideline, and Braintree will take it back. Woods leaves it for Joyce. As Joyce continues with it. Looking to use the middle now. As they find Lee. Lee with some open space. Trying to dribble it through the defense. Has his work to the sideline yet again. Wolves take over, and Braintree steals it back. Joyce to the middle, past the stick of Marston and sent wide and out of bounds by the defense. As Braintree continues to spend a lot of time here in this fourth quarter on this side of the field, which is exactly where you need to be, down a couple goals. Joyce sends it across. Summers getting a stick on it. Trying to use the backhand now, and it'll be another penalty corner. Braintree having lots of opportunities. Got to cash in on one of these. Certainly getting their chances to make this one a one-goal game. Last time Braintree fanned on the shot attempt. See what they can do this time. Tape to tape. This time Braintree goes to the far side, looking to work it around the shooting shell. And another whistle, which will give Braintree another opportunity to do it again. Trying something different that time. So 9:50 left. Braintree will try it again. Quick pass from Woods. Finds his way all the way back to Lee. As Lee looking to clear it. And a whistle against Braintree. So 2 opportunities that Braintree was not able to take advantage of. And a timeout taken here by Walpole with 9.5 remaining in the game. A 2-0 lead and a timeout on the field, which we will take. We'll be right back. Play resuming after the timeout as this one deflects right on the sideline. And a whistle, which gives it back to Braintree. Ball deep in the Walpole end again. To the far side it goes with just 9 minutes left. Clock obviously not on the Braintree side right now, down 2. It's the middle of the field being used, that one real high up in the air, and Braintree will get it back. So clock continuing to run as Braintree has to regroup here in their own end. Walpole looking for a put-away strike here in this fourth quarter as this game has gone by quickly. And the pass does not connect, so Braintree gets a big break, and now here's a chance up the field, and a push call. I don't know why they stopped play. Braintree had the advantage up the field. I don't understand why play was stopped. Had at least 3 or 4 players that had an opportunity to move that one up the field. And Walpole again catching another big break in this game. They've gotten a lot of calls that have gone their way. That really was a head-scratching decision by the referee as this one in on goal and kicked right out in front dangerously. As Braintree plays it on the sideline now, McLaughlin with just over 7 minutes left. Braintree needing 2 more. The player is knocked down. Physical play starting to pick up, some frustration built in. A couple of calls that haven't gone Braintree's way, and obviously down 2-0. But right now, can't let their emotions get the better of them. Got to make a stop now. Try and bring that right back down the field. And a shot and the goal, making it 3-0 with 6.5 left. And they're able to take advantage here in this fourth quarter after not scoring in the third, getting one here in the fourth. Far side, it's stolen, and now clock can be used here as Walpole trying to add another one in, trying to score 2 in a hurry as the ball is just directed wide. So the ball back at midfield now. To the far side, it goes out. Braintree will take back over. Down the sideline, where Lee's able to get to it next. Braintree needs a goal now. Down by 3. Got to give themselves an opportunity here down the stretch. Got to get one in the next minute or so. Obviously needing at least 3 to tie this one. They're running out of time. That one hit a Braintree stick and takes a Walpole bounce, where it's taken right out of the air by Joyce. And down the sideline for Braintree and Summers, who overran it a little bit. Now cuts it back. and has it taken away, where it goes out in Braintree's favor. Going to bring this one right to the goal now with 5 minutes left. Right down the sideline is Burchill. A couple of nice stick handling moves. Got to get the ball into the middle of the field now, as Braintree called for the whistle. So the opportunity taken right away. And now a 2-on-2 up the field with some more strong defense being played by Curran. Braintree defense has been outstanding in this game, just allowing 3 goals to what is always one of the top teams in the state. Braintree swinging and making no contact. Seen that a couple times on both sides here in the game. Final 4 minutes now. As that'll be another corner, and this will take some real time off the clock. As Braintree needs 3, they're down to just 3:20 left. I'd love to see him score 1 here before the end of this game. Try and break that shutout. As the shot was blocked by Lee, who got right in the shooting lane. Takes a lot to get in front of somebody shooting in this sport, as the shot goes just wide. Final 2:40 here of this ball game, as the pass in front. Another good chance for a shot, but Braintree's defense able to clear it. Gonna work it out now. As Braintree gets the next touch. Here's Marston to the far side for Woods, and too far. Just over 2 minutes left, and Braintree has to dig away at that ball, as it's played all the way to the far side and out of the reach of the defense. I don't think that was the intended plan, but obviously Braintree will certainly take it. Substitution here late with 2 minutes left. Braintree looking to get one here before the end of this game. And back down the far side, as it'll be played out of bounds by Braintree. So the ball will be about 25 yards out, and just over a minute to go. And a 3-0 game. Now you look at the score and you say Braintree's down 3-0, but this is a very, very difficult opponent. Probably one of the top teams in the state tournament. And Braintree's just given up 3. They've played right with them through most of this game. Final 40 seconds. As Braintree's able to block the initial shot. And now on the far side, it goes out of bounds. So this might be the last opportunity we see in this game with a half minute to go. And obviously in no hurry is Walpole. Walpole plays it quickly. Braintree takes it out of the air. And now it's loose in the middle. As the shot taken, deflecting wide, and That'll go out of bounds, and Braintree will need a miracle to get this one down the field with just 6 seconds left. And the clock now is going to run out here at Braintree High School as the game comes to a close, a 3-0 final score as Braintree drops this one here at home. And again, Braintree played a very strong game here today. Certainly something that you can build upon here in a game that you're going to see opponents like this in the playoffs. Braintree's already well qualified for the postseason tournament, but obviously trying to better their positioning in the tournament, trying to draw at least a couple home games. But no offense here today, unfortunately. Braintree got some good play by their defense, some really strong play in goal, and obviously their forwards made some plays, just not enough to get one past the goalie. And at one point in this fourth quarter, Braintree had the ball for almost 4 minutes in a row in the offensive end, just not able to capitalize and put one by the goalie as the Womps drop 3-0 here at home. That'll do it here for our coverage. Thanks for watching our live stream broadcast of varsity field hockey. On behalf of our camera person, Christine Patterson, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.